I read a brilliant quote of yours that I wanted to ask you about. You said if you weren't boxing every day, you'd be dead or in jail.
Without a doubt. Without a doubt. You know, whether it was I was a wrestler and then got into jiu-jitsu with Rickson Gracie before you were born, and always boxed, and without martial arts and without fighting and being in the gym environment, I would definitely be dead. I would have from where I came from, it would have been a different path for me, not a good path. And my son who's now 25 years old, he's been boxing since he's 9 years old. He's a disciplined, stud. My other two guys have been in the gym a lot, and it's the same thing. It's like I keep them in that environment, that mentality. I mean, listen, you're at the top, you're an elite fighter, and I'm sure coming where you're from, without that, you don't know where you would have been. I'm sure.
Yeah. No, I do. I say that a lot, to be honest, Frank. I say, if I never walked into that gym when I was 15 years of age, I don't know where I'd be now. You know what I mean? I probably would have been getting up to no good, as you said, and I might have been behind bars myself.
And listen, even in my acting career, which is in the last 10 or 15 years, leaned towards action, and I use everything that I've been doing my whole life, with martial arts and stuff. Now I incorporate it into movies and stuff, and it's a dream come true. And it's made me a better actor. Like being a disciplined martial artist and a gym rat has made me so disciplined when it comes to everything else I do.
Do you think like your experience doing bits of boxing and bits of jiu-jitsu and stuff like that has helped your acting career?
I do. I'm also a dude, and it's, as you know, I don't walk around afraid of people. There's no so then I don't have to act like an asshole. Like because I can be happy because I'm not afraid. And this is what I try to instill in my three sons is, I think people who are afraid are dangerous. And so not having that fear and having a confidence, just an all around confidence, the way you carry yourself, absolutely has helped my career. Absolutely. So, I encourage everyone. I encourage everyone to train. Like when I hear people talk about whether they're depressed, and I've lost several people in the last 18 months to suicide, whether they're depressed or whether they're out of shape, whether they're sad, whether they're just not successful. My first thing I tell people, go to the gym, go train, go get your body moving. Go get the blood flowing. I did a movie called Warrior. There's a great line in the movie that I say, and it's move or die. Move or die. And I believe that. I believe that's kind of my mantra in life is move or die.
Yeah, I'm the same, to be honest. A couple of people I know, it's been bad in my city over the past year, 18 months, people committing suicide. But I always say to people, go and train. Like even if you just punch a punch bag or you get on the mat and do some jiu-jitsu or a bit of wrestling, while you're on the mat or in the punch bag, nothing else in the world matters.
Nope.
Every problem you have is gone because you've got to worry about punching something or not getting choked or trying to take someone down. And people, when they actually get into training, they realise that.
Yeah, because what it does is, anything repetitive or anything what is like jiu-jitsu, a chess match, it's really one of the only times that your mind is focused on the now and it's in the moment, and that's what you need to be healthy. Most people have anxiety because they're looking into the future and they can't control that, and it creates anxiety. And many times people go into the catastrophic. They don't have enough money today, so they imagine, next year I'm going to lose my house, right? So they go to the catastrophic future. They create a shit ton of anxiety for no reason whatsoever because it hasn't happened yet. And what training does, I always say, and I say it to my kids, is it keeps you in the moment. And if you can stay in the moment, you're living your life, right? You're not thinking about the past. You're not thinking about the future. And, people think, fighting is brutal and brutish and fighters. It's why I love fighters. It's why I did the show Fight World. I want to know what makes people get in a cage or on a mat or in the sand or wherever it is that they fight. What makes it? What's inside of us that makes us do that? And there's a through line, man, and it's why I love fighters. And fighters to me are the most intelligent people. They really are. They're the most intelligent, compassionate. They're the most nuanced and honestly, I think fighters are usually the most peaceful people that I know outside of what they do. Now, to
Yeah,
see you, when I see you get in that cage, you're an animal. You're a different person. And then I see you get interviewed, and I'm like, there he is. That's what you do, right? And it's hard to figure it
yeah,
out. If a person isn't a fighter and doesn't understand, it's like, that's what makes you so interesting. Is you are. I hear you talk about the struggles. I've heard you on interviews inside the cage talk about having lost somebody or the struggles of mental illness, and that's who you are. That's what makes you a beautiful person, and that's what I try to do. Same thing is have that balance.